Hey there, it's Words and Stitches, Quilttube number 8, and I'm Mary, your hostess for the afternoon. But we're only going to be here for a few minutes because I'm in a mess, and I really have to get busy. I'm standing here at my long arm because I need to quilt this little quilt that's here. It's been here for several days, and I just haven't gotten to it. My sons and their families were here over the weekend. I have 2 grandsons, and they and a daughter-in-law and 2 sons, and so they were here, and we just, when they're here, I just try to stop everything and just be with them. And so I did that, and then Monday I had to mow my yard, so I got that taken care of while it was a pretty decent day. In the last 2 days, I haven't felt very well, so I've been really slow and I haven't been getting things done. So consequently, I am way behind. I am mentally organized, and I have a plan in my head and blah, 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 and I can get a lot of things done in a day, but I'm not organized. I'm not that kind of a person, and I listened to everybody talking about their planner books, and I was listening to the textilist, and she was talking about her little cards, which just sound wonderful for her cross stitch and even her other projects, but I've just never found a system that I could keep with at all, so I don't bother, because I feel like I'm using all this time to write all this stuff down when I could probably have been stitching something. So I woke up feeling quite a bit better today, so I've done a lot of sewing, a lot of laundry, because I hadn't gotten to that yet, and I need to spend quite a bit of time on this little quilt. I quilt on an Handy Quilter Amara 20 because I don't have a lot of room. Like, I'm in the same room where I've been sitting in my last several quilt tubes, except for my sewing machine is just right there and I'm right here. So I have to keep it in clear view so I have room for my rear. And then I'm going to turn you a little bit so that you can see that I have my design wall over there. So I have to have room to get back there. And I just run my little business right here in this room. That was once my kids' room when they were really little, and they shared this room. It's the biggest bedroom in the house. So, but my house is really old. So, I don't have a lot of room, so we're just kind of right here, but I'm doing some, I'm fully automated, and I also like to do ruler work and free motion quilting and all that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to get the ruler work and some of the free motion done in the center so I can get the borders done and turn it and do the other borders. And I would like to get the center done tonight. I don't see it happening, but I would like to. So, funny thing though, this is one of my designs, and it was just a second one. The one on the pattern's right and all that stuff, but this was just a second one in holiday fabric, and I was just making it for myself. And I was standing here just stitching away the other day, and I realized that I put a whole border on, or a whole part of a border, going in the wrong direction. They're flying geese that are supposed to fly around the quilt, but I've got one row that's doing its own thing. So yeah, you ever do that? Get something too far in and go, well, just gonna have to go with it. I know we all try for perfect points and flat blocks and flat quilts and flat borders and everything iron just so with all these new irons they have out with the steam and the the strip sticks and the clappers, which I have clappers that I like to use, and I have a strip stick that I like to use now. So anyway, it was one of those moments where I went, oh well, I'm gonna put it in my 3-season room on the back of my chair during the holidays, so when I want to sit out there and look out the window at the cardinals and the snow, I got something I can pull down over my shoulders and keep warm. So, but I still need to get it finished because I have some customer work coming in. I need to get that done, and I have a commission to quilt I need to get done, and my One Block Wonder table runner. I have the center all pieced and ready to go. I almost have my One Block Wonder quilt pieced, but I just keep getting all these interruptions, and so I let it happen. It's my own fault. Can't blame anybody. Of course, feeling well. If I'd have felt better the last couple of days, I'd have gotten a lot more done. Anyway, I really don't know anything except for that I really need to like pop off of here and get with the quilting. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see what I've done or not, but we'll try. We'll try to get a little something going there. I don't think you can. I don't think you can. When I get it done, I'll show it to you. It's much like the navy and white with the little green centers. It's that quilt. So I also have that block of the month class that I'm going to on Saturday, and I've got to get my blocks done. I am so far behind on that. That's why I don't do block of the month. I always get behind. But anyway, I need to head. Oh, I had one more thing I wanted to talk about, because I love to read. English teacher for a long time, so you can imagine I love to read. My all-time favorite book is The Book Thief, which is Holocaust fiction. And I just love it, and I love doing it with kids. It was just high school kids, of course, but I just loved it. So I just finished The Nightingale. The ending, I didn't expect. Well, I expected the ending, but I didn't expect, well, you just need to read that book by Kristen Hanna. And I've gone back to reading, started a new book this week. And while I was sick, yesterday I laid around and read a lot. But anyway, I'm reading Proving a Negative by Bruce Leonard. And they're like quilt cozy mysteries, which I like. In between something that's kind of heavy, I just kind of like a good mystery. I don't like thrillers or anything like that, but I like a good mystery that's not too awfully scary. And anyway, so if you haven't read Bruce Leonard's books, he has 4, and they're all set in Paducah. They're set in Paducah. There's talk of the Quilt Museum. There's talk of, all the stuff, the murals. And if you've never been to Paducah, well, you might want to go. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, I put up a short, actually this morning, of a few more of my quilts that I haven't shown you. There are so many of my quilts that are long gone, given away. But in between November and the first week of January, I made 5 larger quilts. One of them wasn't too awfully big, but I made a Grinch quilt for my grandchildren to have at their dad's, and then I made him a quilt, and my daughter-in-law and my son and my husband's nephew all a quilt at Christmas to give to them through the holidays. And they weren't all holiday quilts, and they're in that a few more of my quilts short. So if you get a chance, you might run by there and look at that. And if you so desire, you might subscribe and like, and tell me how you organize your brain. I need something where I don't have to do a lot of writing it down and taking a minute out of my life to go do it. I just want to be able to, I don't know. And I don't know that I'd ever use it, but I think it's interesting what other people do. And if I could figure out some kind of a combination for myself that would maybe get me in a routine. Being retired, sometimes you just lose that routine. I was always very routine before, and I kind of like this flying by the seat of my pants. So anyway, hey, Billy. See you next time, guys. Have a great week. It's hump day here, so the weekend's coming, and I hope everybody's starting to get some really good spring weather. Bye.